So I think it's has come to the point that I'm gonna have to make sense of it. And if you're gonna advance your partner into this self-select form of guys who have confidence to approach you, every man has confidence in Italy. It doesn't matter what they do. It is the most unearned confidence that people have used around, and they don't give one F. The 4,000 of those is 440. And it's a conjugation at the end of the day. It's just a combination of what's twisted that same old video. And I'm never forgetting all the details that entail my participation in future events. I'm always focused on the present moment that's connecting me to the occurrences in the current and kind of greasy, disgusting lot made in that same fashion. So literally driving mopeds at 2 a.m. A culture that old in Italy and Greece, and I couldn't get over the fact that it was on Paris. The streets so organized, and you're killing it, and it's so weird how different it is for Europe. They're all great in the same kind of manner. And I think that in journaling, there are twists and turns and tricks. And whenever you don't know what to say, just say nothing. How can you be so different? How can you be um, with no ums? How? Just practices. And where do you find practices? With guides and gurus. And basically, they're not giving you any of it. They're not charging you for any of it. They're lending and land leasing. They're crazy about you. And less is more, not always. Sometimes more is lesser more. The divide is huge. It's very deep and steep. Everything is loud, and it feels like you're in debt. And it all starts out with passion. Living in between. Living in those little moments, those peaks and valleys, is where it's all at. They can be brought to tears so easily, those people, because they get emotional when they say it. And when they don't say it, they're just quietly sipping their bubbly juice. How many multiples do you think when you think of me? How and in what kind of shape? It's an object, maybe. It has a soul and a spirit of its own, and a life destined to be celebrated. It's all on the same path of understanding, overstanding, and inner. Wow, bonanza. I always have the best time, and because I love it, and everything wants love. Love is all we need. It's a form of us sharing a stake as stakeholders. And that culture is not as bad as it's painted to be. Having kids is bad for. I just. Leading. Hooking you up with that Brazilian guy. Forward buzzing. Don't bite. Don't do it. Giggle. Have fun with it. See where the flight takes you. I live inside. And in my own sight. I'm sighting myself in the cell. It's like a downward spiraling Californication, vodka and bud. And I think it'll stick, because it always does, salami to the wall. And I really care about these kinds of things. It's my way of saying